How often should I weigh myself? So this is a concern, especially with females. As we go throughout the month, so much is changing in our body. We can see very large ups and downs on the scale, even though we haven't changed anything.
And even for men or anybody who's exercising, you can see large differences in your weight pre and post workout, and just from morning to evening. So whatever you do, when you're weighing yourself, if you do it once a day or once a week or 2 to 3 times a week, we would always encourage you to do it at the same time of day so that you get a consistent look at that specific time.
So for me personally, I like to get up out of bed, use the restroom, wash my hands, and then weigh myself. So that gives me, because I know I haven't eaten anything yet. So I'm in a fasted state. So for me, that is the best way to maintain everything. Because if I weigh at 5 p.m. once a week on Fridays, let's say, well, one Friday I could have fasted.
Yeah.
And I hadn't eaten yet. One Friday I could have just had like 2 meals a day. Maybe one Friday I worked out. And so there's just so many variables that you can throw in there that can change things up.
Yeah, so it's when you're measuring something, really measuring anything, you want to try and get it down to that one variable, the weight in this case. So take away as many other variables as you can to get down to that thing, to get down to that one thing.
Yeah, and definitely don't weigh yourself multiple times a day, because the variation you're going to see throughout the day is just your body changing.
Yeah, and it's going to frustrate you.
Yeah, one time you're more hydrated, you're less hydrated, you just ate, you had more salt, so there's more, you're more hydrated, more water in your body. There's just so many variables in play that weighing yourself throughout the day can become very frustrating.
Yeah, and then I think it kind of, the more you weigh yourself, the more it kind of trends toward disorder, right? And we don't want people to get into this pattern that becomes some kind of a disordered eating, or there's problems out there, and people do experience that going, especially dieting. And I just, one more point, the more stable my weight has become, the less I weigh myself. So I'm at kind of my maintenance weight where I want to be. So I weigh myself maybe once every couple of weeks.
That makes sense.